Hi there everybody, this is David, and I do hope that you're enjoying Dragon Quest III HD Remake. I know that I am, and one of the most fun things that I have in these old school RPGs is the grind. Grinding is the name of the game, but Dragon Quest has always made it easy to grind. And today I'm going to talk about all sorts of different strategies for grinding, and also the absolute #1 best place in the entire game. There's a hidden slime hill, and how to get there, and how to grind to your heart's content. And I do think that that is worth a sub as I try my hardest to 100,000 subscribers. And with your help, your like, and your sub, I just know that I can get there. Thank you so much for that. And I also just have to say, I've been really thoroughly enjoying playing this on my Nintendo Switch. That is where all the footage that you are going to see here comes from, straight from my Switch, straight from my playthrough. So the Dragon Quest series is a very, very long-running series. I first played it when I was 7 years old, and they've always had a particular way to grind, the most efficient way to grind, and that is through metal monsters, particularly the metal slime family or the metal babble family, liquid metal slimes, that sort of thing. That's the best way to grind. They were first introduced in the very first Dragon Quest, and then the metal babbles in the second Dragon Quest. Over in Dragon Quest VIII, they introduced something called Slime Hill, which was a way for all sorts of the slime family to just appear in one particular area, and that Slime Hill is still here in this game, and today I'm going to be telling you how to get there. But it does take quite a bit of time in order to get there, so if you haven't made it yet, if you're not that far in the game, I'm going to tell you some other places that you can encounter these metal slimes first. The very first area that you'll be able to encounter metal slimes is in the tower north of All Trades Abbey. You first have to complete the pyramid dungeon, and then you go through the tunnel over to Baharata, you go around it, you go over, you go to All Trades Abbey, that's where you can change classes at level 20. Keep going, go north, you'll hit a tower. Go all the way up to the top floor, and metal slimes will appear here with pretty good frequency. Shortly after completing the events in Baharata and getting the Black Pepper, you'll go over to Portuga and you'll get a ship. It's at that time that you can sail around the world and you can reach some other areas where now metal babbles will appear or liquid metal slimes will appear, essentially over in Alaska. Go over there, stay in this kind of icy area, and every once in a while you'll encounter a liquid metal slime, which you can kill for tens of thousands of experience points. The slimes just give you like thousands. These guys give you tens of thousands of experience points. After you go ahead and you collect all 6 orbs, and you, spoiler alert, awaken Ramia the bird, you will have access to flight. And yeah, she's a little bit slow, but just warp on over, and there are actually 2 different slime hills that you can access, 2 different great grinding points. The very first one is over on the Alayan continent, and it is west of Reeve. Just head on over there, and you're going to be encountering pretty much every single slime known to man. Regular blue slimes, she slimes, shell slimes, babbles, but also metal slimes and liquid metal slimes here do appear. And not only is this one over west of Reeve, there is another one that is directly north of the Tower of Transcendence. So you can try out either one of them that you want to, it doesn't matter. I tested it out, and it seems like both of them have the same kind of encounter rate of metal slimes and liquid metal slimes. They just kind of have the same encounters right there. So it really doesn't matter which one you would choose. I chose the one pretty much west of Reeve. Also, inside the little mountain secret spot or whatever, you can go ahead and you can grab a beaker monster, which will help you fight in the monster arena. And in order to get this one, if you have the Fade spell, or if you have a Fading Jenny, you can use that in order to grab it, but you can also grab a pair of elevating shoes here. These are really freaking nice. They're a very rare drop from Metal Babbles, but what's really nice about them is that every time that you take a step with the character equipped, they will gain 1 point of experience, making leveling up even easier. Not only that, it's going to increase your luck stat by 50 freaking points. So, if you have a martial artist or some sort of physical attacker and you want to get them more critical hits, then give them the elevating shoes to increase their luck stat, to increase their critical hit rate. It is very, very important. Later on, even after you get Ramia and you defeat Baramos, and spoiler alert, we're doing a lot of spoiler alerts today, and you head on over to the Dark World, there is an even better grinding spot than those 2 slime islands, and it is right here on this island. It's a little bit east of Galen's house. There's going to be 2 islands. It's the second island that you come across. Head on over here, and it's another slime island with the same sort of encounter rate as the slime hills on the overworld, except now you can actually get into a battle with 8 liquid metal slimes, y'all. 8 of them. Yeah, this is number 1, hands down, the best spot for grinding in the entire normal game. We'll just say that. We're not going to do any more spoiler alerts today. In the regular game, this is easily the best spot for grinding in order to get up to what you need to get up to. If you're having problems fighting these liquid metal slimes, I do have some strategies. First of all, conquer the monster arena. Do that. Gathering monsters is very fun, and doing so, you're going to get a metal wing boomerang, and this always, number 1, always, without fail, always hits metal monsters for at least 1 point of damage. So not only is it going to do that imperative 1 point of damage that you need, but it's going to be a screen clearer. So it's going to get rid of all those stupid other slimes that you just don't care about that are wasting your time, in addition to hitting those metal monsters. Also, equip things like poison needles if you have those, because it has a 1/8 chance of just instantly killing a monster. Also, change your strategies over to go all out. In previous versions of the game, you always had to make them follow orders, and you had to like manually target the slimes themselves, but here, they're actually smart! And your characters will be like, hey, look, that's a metal monster. I want to target that monster first, and I know what I'm going to be using. And they're going to use those critical or miss abilities. They're going to use the assassin stab abilities. They're going to target them first, and they're going to use the abilities that will actually kill them. So it is very, very important to use go all out. And that way you don't really have to worry about it, and you can really just grind to your heart's content over here on Slime Island and just slaughter these guys in order to level your characters up and then be able to defeat the game. I do hope that this hints and tips video helped you out, and let me know if you find any more secret grinding spots. Let me know if you have any other grinding strategies, and if you did like this video, here's another video that I really do think that you're going to enjoy, going over some hints and tips for Dragon Quest III HD Remake. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, it helps me out a ton, and have a good day.